So I thought this was an interesting news story I thought I would share with y'all. Yeah, Las Vegas police uncovered what they believe could be a biolab. And it was last updated today. Today is Monday, February 2nd, 2026. At least that's what they tell us that it is. Groundhog's Day. Um, the police in Las Vegas have raided a local neighborhood, discovering evidence of what they described as a possible biological laboratory. The discovery led to a single arrest, authorities confirmed. Analyzing the biomaterial could take weeks. Yeah, of course it is. Just going to keep everybody in the valley here on pins and needles, right? Officials stated that the raid took place at around 6 a.m. on Saturday, which would have been January 30th, and was conducted in partnership with the FBI. Authorities had secured the necessary search warrant to search the home, which was located on Sugar Springs Drive in northeast Las Vegas. And if we go to Google Maps, we can see we're down here in Henderson. We're down here in the southeast section of the valley. And that particular street, I believe, was up in this area here, somewhere up in here. And right here, Sugar Springs Drive. Just this little stretch right here is just this little stretch over here in this neighborhood. And it's kind of interesting because it's not really that far away from Nellis. Nellis is up here. Let's see what the distance is. Let's measure the distance from there. And then let's go down to where was that? Right here. This is Sugar Springs. So roughly around 4 miles. It was located in right around 4 miles from Nellis, not too far. And anyway, when raiding the location in question, the SWAT team uncovered evidence of what could be a biolaboratory. Among other discoveries, officers discovered refrigerators full of vials containing unidentified liquids. You don't say. While the liquids have yet to be examined, Sheriff Kevin McMahill said that they are possibly biological material. Hazmat specialists are currently cooperating with the police and the local fire departments to safely identify the substances inside the vials and potentially remove them if they are deemed to pose any hazard. Due to various safety precautions, this process could take up to a few weeks. You don't say. McMahill noted that authorities are taking the matter extremely seriously in order to keep their personnel and the local neighborhoods safe. As of the time of this writing, there is no threat to the public, the sheriff said. How do you know? See, that's what really baffles me when they do these interviews with these people and they make statements like that. They're telling us they don't know what it is, and it could possibly be a biological material, and it's going to take weeks for them to run the test to find out what the unidentified substances inside the vials were. But, as of the time of this writing, there's no threat to the public. How do you know? How can you come to that conclusion when in one statement you're saying that you have no idea what the hell it is, but it doesn't pose a threat, right? Tell me, doesn't that not contradict what he's saying? The police added that a single person has been arrested, although they have yet to disclose any additional details about the individual or their ties to the suspicious location. Study slams Nevada as most deceitful state. Really? Big surprise. Yeah. The raid came shortly after a study published by the New York Post had slammed Nevada as the most deceitful state in America. I concur. According to the results, the Silver State ranked first in terms of lying, cheating, and document forging. Oh, you don't say. You mean a state that has been mostly run by the mob since like forever is ranked first in lying, cheating, and document forging? Oh, what a revelation! The study took into account multiple fraud reports, scams, identity thefts, fake documents, and suspicious Google searches. Isn't it also very interesting that the state of Nevada legislators, that Nevada was the first state to introduce legislation and governance for deep fakes? Yeah, look that up. Looked it up in my videos, actually. I did like a 3-part series back when they had done all this legislature and creating all this governance to control and monitor deep fakes online. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I just thought that I would share this little news story with y'all about a suspected biolab that is still under investigation, and they still don't know what the substance is in the refrigerators full of vials containing unidentified liquids doesn't pose a threat, though. Just saying. Anyway, um, thanks for watching. Know that I appreciate you and that you matter very much to me. And you need to stay safe and stay mindful and keep your situational awareness in tune, okay? Because there's a lot of stuff going on all at once, and it's by design. Anyway, stay safe, stay mindful. Know that I appreciate you and that you matter very much to me.